welcome to the channel. This is Dosha with DoshaDreamsTarot. Whew. And this is going to be a reading for the collective. Thanks so much for tuning in. If this is your first time, welcome. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thanks so much for coming back. Feels good to be back, y'all. I have been recording readings this last month that I haven't been uploading, but I have just not been happy with them because my energy has been up and down. I've been dealing with a lot, and so this is really me getting back on the horse in a lot of ways. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed the daily messages the last couple of days. I honestly just hope like the vibe is getting better for everybody out there, because I felt like there was a period of challenge and stagnation to a certain degree, and I feel like that's changing. We've got the Six of Swords and the Queen of Wands showing up in the split of the deck, which for me is just really indicative of the energy that I've been catching on to, which is really all about, you know, being self-empowered. Being empowered to do something about your situation if your situation isn't making you happy. Feeling the self-determination to get yourself out of situations that disempower you, whether that's friendships, romantic relationships, work situations, whatever it is, y'all. If there's anything in your life that's bringing you down, first off, challenge yourself and ask yourself why. Is it because of insecurities that you have, you know, or is it because of insecurities that another person has? Most often, a lot of challenges between people when it comes to tension really stems from insecurity. So just be willing to look at yourself in the mirror, okay, but also look at what it is that you are proud of, you know, about yourself. And if there's things that you're proud of about yourself and the people around you are not necessarily encouraging you on those things, or you find that you're giving a lot of encouragement but not really receiving very much, it's time to cut it, okay? Because you don't need anything in your life like that, because it just simply will drain your firepower. It'll drain your energy. And this is a time where, yeah, we really need to be collaborating and connecting with people who feed us, so to speak, where we feed each other. Do you see how in this card they're all eating something, you know, like having a picnic or whatever. So in this card, it's like, you know, everybody has a piece, you know, everybody is sharing in this energy with each other. And that's really the kind of relationships that you want. People who are going to support you. People are going to, yeah, make you feel empowered. So the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands coming out together is a great indicator that you are regaining your independence, you're regaining your freedom. And if there's anything that you have been feeling held back by, that is about to be cleared, because you are quite literally accessing your inner power, and that power is going to is basically gonna, like, almost like it's like starting a fire, and how fire purifies things. Ooh, the Empress. Yes, you are finally accessing the true depth of your abundance and power within. And I feel like that is literally just blasting the blockages out. Like, if you have any blockages within you, I feel like this is really, really breaking up and moving those blockages out of your body and out of your life, because, you know, basically our life is a reflection of our internal condition, because all of our decisions are made based on our internal condition, right? So that has to do with, you know, what we choose to do every day, how we wake up in the morning, what we focus our energy on, even just like how we dress and the way we interact with other people. And I mean, literally from the moment you wake up to the morning to the moment you go to bed, I mean, you're basically living out of this place of you know, you're living out of your own state, right? Does that make sense? I'm trying to explain this in the best way possible, but basically you are the center of your universe. You are the center of your life. And so everything else that you do stems from and emanates from you, you know? So basically, depending on how you are doing internally, that is really going to reflect in the outside world. And so basically, this is a time frame of empowerment and of clearing out, where you're clearing out these insecurities, you're healing them, you're addressing them, you're acknowledging them first and foremost, and recognizing that there are changes that need to be made in your life, you know? The Lovers. Wow, Eight of Wands in reverse and the Ace of Wands. Death card in reverse. Okay, so like I was saying, I feel like there's a lot of changes happening internally for you right now. Some of it may be really challenging, you know, and some of it may feel stuck or stagnant, or it's like you're pushing, you know, but just remember to relax, because relaxation is is an agent for change. Relaxation is an agent for change, because what it will do is it allows, okay? And a lot of times, y'all, half of the battle is just allowing change to happen within, okay? So a lot of times we hold on to, which takes effort, we hold on to our pain, we hold on to our trauma, we hold on to our story. And when we do that, we are tight, you know, because we're holding on, right? So we have to put in effort. So we're constricted. And when we're constricted and we're holding on to things, that's what a block is, basically, guys, you know. A lot of times it's a highly emotionally charged wound, and so it's a highly emotionally charged memory, so it's a very strong memory, excuse me, and the more we revisit those memories, the stronger they get, okay? So this is talking about the challenge of allowing, you know, the challenge of letting go and relaxing. Because relaxation is an agent for change, because change is inevitable. Change is always happening. And more often than not, everything that we need to change within us is happening on a micro level in the background on its own naturally. Guarantee it, because the nature of life on this planet is fluctuative. It is about evolution, growth, you know, decay also. And so change, essentially. That's the nature of life on this planet. So, excuse me, basically, it's happening already. The only thing that we can do is either help it happen or hinder it from happening. But it is already happening. Does that make sense? So this is talking about the challenge of allowing things to happen within us, right? Which is like, you know, I mean, if we have been suppressing our anger might start coming to the surface now, and we might be like, oh my God, I need to control my temper. Well, maybe, but maybe you've actually been holding back an anger that is valuable and helpful, and that maybe if something happens in front of you that is unjust, you know, and you should be angry about it, something happens to you that is unjust and you should be angry about it, you suppress that anger because you don't want to cause a scene, you want to be cool, calm, collected, whatever. But in reality, maybe you should have let that anger show, because it would have established a boundary. It would have established what your morals are and your feelings about something, and it would have gained you respect, or it would have gained you, it would have changed the dynamic in a relationship or something. Okay, so that anger that you suppressed is still in your body, right? It's the same with sadness, disappointment, anything like that. So all that stuff is still in your body for a lot of you out there. And you're kind of wondering, like, why am I anxious? Why am I irritable? Why am I depressed? Why am I, all these things? And it really does stem from unspoken and unexpressed emotion that becomes repressed, and then it becomes a blockage. That's what a blockage is when we hold on to something that we're feeling. And a lot of times, guys, we hold on to it out of fear, or we clench up and we suppress it out of, politeness, all sorts of things, right? There's plenty of reasons why we might suppress something, okay? And it's not always a bad thing. Sometimes we do that in order to get through a situation smoothly, and then later we can bitch about it, but make sure you bitch about it, right? Like, I mean, I'm not saying just to be negative and vent and dump on your friends and family and loved ones. I'm saying you need to get it out of your body somehow. If someone really, really upsets you and you can't express how much it upsets you in that moment, then make sure that later when you have a moment and you're alone, or you're in the presence of people who understand you, that you're able to get that out, get it out. Even if you don't have to talk shit in order to get something out of your body. You could just go and be like, I'm just going to fucking lift weights so hard this evening, and I'm just going to get this shit out of my body. And I'm going to focus my energy on thinking about how much that pissed me off and how much I am not going to tolerate that kind of treatment, or whatever it is, guys. You know what I'm saying? But basically, this is talking about the challenge of relaxing and allowing and letting things change, right? Basically. Okay, so a lot came through that card. Holy shit. So this is also about choices. with the Lover's card. It could literally be talking about choices in love, but this could also just be talking about choices in general. So you may be encountering a lot of, excuse me, a lot of opportunities. You could also be encountering a lot of choices, basically. These are going to be choices coming up for you because you are finally starting to allow. So as you allow this new energy to come in, because you've cleared out the old, right? This is the process. This is what I'm getting, is that this is the process for a lot of us right now, is we are letting the old go. It's kind of challenging, but we're wanting to open up, relax, allow, clear out the toxicity, and get to that place of, of not emptiness, but I feel like that's part of why the Buddhist philosophy, there's a lot of philosophies of, in Eastern Asian countries of emptiness, right, in prayer, and getting to a place of oneness where you're not, thinking so much, like calming the mind, right? Trying to attain inner peace, right? Now, what I'm getting is that is really connected to the concept of being able to basically take stock of the state of your inner self, recognize where there's turbulence and pain, and be able to clear out the energy that is causing that, because it's not you. You're not flawed. You're not broken. You may have been wounded in the past, but now the energy of the wound and the pain is stuck and stagnant. So so as you clear that stuff out, there's going to be a new avenue within you, a new avenue within your life, these new avenues where basically, because this is fire energy, right? So you're being purified. But so through these spaces that are being purified, there is going to be new things coming in. So just recognize that as you clear out the old, it's making room for new things. That's what that means, So it's kind of like, if you want new things, you got to clear out the old. Well, also, if you want to clear out the old, be prepared for the new, because those are the things that will start to come into your life because you're making room for them. So be prepared for that, basically. Be prepared for opportunities. Be prepared for expansion. And be prepared for decisions and choices, right? Because these things are going to come to you inevitably because you're opening yourself up to the universe, right? And because you're clearing out the old. So I'm just saying that as you reach for these decisions, right? And you're coming to them and you go, oh, what do I do? 8 of Wands in reverse. This is your advice today for this scenario. If this is resonating with you, this is your advice. The advice is, don't move too quickly into these decisions. Don't communicate too quickly about what it is that you're thinking about these decisions. Take your time and move slowly, okay? Don't over communicate and don't jump too quickly, right? Just take a moment, think about it before you communicate. That's the biggest message here. Before you make your decision, you know what I mean? Just don't rush into anything, basically, because there might be a lot of things coming your way. All right, guys, that's what I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed this message, and I will talk to you again next time. Bye.